We will soon get to see what exactly happened on that Friday morning when Scottie Scheffler was trying to pull into Valhalla Golf Club and around the scene of a fatal pedestrian accident that led to his arrest and 4 charges being pressed against him by the Lousiville Metro Police Department. I'm Ryan Ballingy with Golf News Net. According to The Athletic, the Lousiville Metro Police Department will release poll camera footage of the incident between Scottie Scheffler and Detective Brian Gillis from that early Friday morning second round ahead of the PGA Championship outside the gates of Valhalla Golf Club. There are different accounts of what happened that morning, including from Detective Gillis in his police report, from Scheffler through his attorney Steve Romines, and from several eyewitnesses, including ESPN reporters like Jeff Darlington and Bob Wischusen, who's a play-by-play anchor. We will get to see exactly what happened from this poll camera and have a better sense of what happened that day. Does the reporting from Brian Gillis really match what happens in the footage, or is it more like what Scottie Scheffler describes, which seems to be a big misunderstanding, a lack of way of identifying very easily that these officers who are wearing high-vis rain jackets were actually police officers, whether Scheffler dragged Detective Brian Gillis, as Gillis describes in his police report, resulting in injuries, or whether Gillis attached himself to the vehicle, as Wischusen describes in a piece on golf.com. All will be revealed in the video footage, or at least hopefully so, as Detective Gillis broke Lousiville Metro Police Department protocol by not turning on his body cam for the incident. Now, that all is happening a day after the arraignment of Scottie Scheffler has been postponed to June 3rd. It was set for the Tuesday after the PGA Championship at 9 a.m., and the defense put in a request, a motion, to have this delayed because of a scheduling conflict. However, Jefferson County prosecutors demanded that the judge overseeing the case have the arraignment as scheduled, and that was because they frankly confused and embarrassed themselves over a piece of statute as it relates to the ability of the defense to push the arraignment date back. And the Jefferson County prosecutor said that they wanted to have the arraignment as scheduled because Scheffler is not above the law. However, these kinds of motions are quite common and happen every day, not only in Jefferson County, but also in counties across the country because of scheduling conflicts and other problems. And so there was a conflict in court between the prosecution and the defense about the application of the term where appropriate in statute to delay such these motions like an arraignment. And the where appropriate measure was confusingly used by the Jefferson County prosecutor to suggest that Scottie Scheffler shouldn't be above the law, and this is not appropriate because he was already in Kentucky and could have been arraigned. However, this language, as the defense attorney and the judge in the case overseeing it knew, meant that this language applied specifically to remote appearances, not to change of date for a pretrial arraignment. So, ultimately that change of date was granted. June 3rd will be the new arraignment date, and we'll see based on the footage that we find tomorrow from the Lousiville Metro Police Department whether this will even go forward as a prosecution at all.